Welcome everyone to your intro video for December 17th to the 23rd of 2018. This will be, I'm not going to do all 12 signs like this, like I usually do a recorded video, but it will be an audio tarot upload, and each sign will have their own. But for all of you, there will be access to the audio tarot or recorded videos as private readings, but the phone call option is still not an option just yet. It might open up soon, but not just yet. For the week, here you go. Much love to you, much light. I wish you the best, and have a good one. Welcome, Cancer, to your love reading for December 17th to the 23rd of 2018. So something strange did happen as I was looking into the reading. I got towards the end and I'm pulling out the Romance Angels cards for you, and then the Release Your Ex card popped out. So I feel like that's going to be important for many. The time has come to clear your energy. Some of you are working through that currently, and some of you may have been working through that for a while. But however, the Nine of Pentacles is in the position of for a lot of you where your emotions are headed this week. So Five of Cups, Seven of Wands in reverse, an energy for a lot of you where you're frustrated because you know you might need to release somebody, but that might be tough. Letting someone go because you might want to still be with that person. Some of you might be having a tough time because they're not willing to let you go. A lot of issues surrounding your beliefs and things that you might feel when it comes to another person. Sometimes getting into a marriage too quickly, things not really working out in a really quick way, like out of the blue, maybe a year from when y'all got married, or something that didn't work out. That might be very frustrating for a lot of you. So I feel like this week you're feeling like you need to give up. It's like you want to dive in, you want to be single, or you might feel like you're pushed to be that way because the person that you're dealing with, they have a lot of issues when it comes to conflict and arguments. And I feel like that person, you got to be careful with how you interact with that person because they are very the intensity is too much. The confrontation is there too much. So it's like if you do approach them or try to talk to them, they're not going to want to talk. And if they're forced to, they could be like, well, verbally saying, hey, you know, I'm gonna do something, or I'm gonna get angry, or they might lash out, whatever it might be. So I feel like they are shutting you down, and maybe rightfully so, because you probably the best thing for both of you to stay away from the connection right now. It seems like your response is two things, where the Knight of Cups shows up, where you try to reach out to that person, you're trying to open them up and try to get them to talk to you, but it's not working out, and that's where you get aggravated. And then on the other hand, there might be an energy of kind of being tempted to talk to somebody else, temptation, because they're ignoring you, because they're not opening up and expressing their true emotions or feelings for you. So you might be kind of moving on because that person continues to kind of shut you down. The Ten of Swords shows up, an energy of being rejected, or just you feeling betrayed by that person because they're not even looking your way. It's almost like I can see the Knight of Cups kind of walking over that person and getting towards the different side of the bridge. Even if you tried to mend the bridge, or if something kind of went down between both of you and it needs to be settled, maybe this is not the right time to do so, because I feel like whoever you're dealing with, the emotional state that they're in right now is too intense, and it's not in your best interest right now. They're not going to give you the response that you want. They're not going to really open up to you. The Page of Cups in reverse can indicate somebody that you deal with that might have a lot of emotional issues, and this could bring out those within you as well. So it could lead to drinking. They could maybe have some intoxication issues, which is drug habits and things like that. Children, bad falling out with friendships and things that might get involved with the connection. So there's this energy of needing to be strong, be confident, and stay true to what you feel. Especially if you know you're in the right, and you know it just depends on how you navigate between you and your partner, what you might say to them, and you know what you both have been through. But the King of Wands has been coming out a lot this week for a lot of signs. Well, three prior, you're the fourth, but the Queen of Swords is showing up as well. That's being independent, and that's focusing on you and kind of letting go of someone that's not willing to approach or open up to you right now when they don't feel like they really need to, or they want to. So when the Four of Swords comes through, that's the energy of you taking a break and reflecting on some changes. This seems to be a week of still healing, releasing some energies, maybe changing your perspective about certain things. It's interesting because the when Mars is in Pisces, that activates your ninth house of spirituality, long distance travel, higher philosophy, and what you think about others and situations, and trying to change your perspective about what you've gone through, how someone has been treating you, or the moves that you would like to make when it comes to connecting someone on an emotional level. Your partner is very religious, and whatever topics that you might bring up, it could ring a bell, ring a chord that strikes them really deeply. So that brings about a lot of conflict and disagreements with the family and whoever it might be. So that could be something that holds you back. Also, new love. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this is all of this that goes through. Sometimes you, depending on what happened with you, whether it's physically, emotionally, something that you might keep close to yourself, and you try to open up and feel like your partner might reject you because of it, whatever it might be, that could fall under religious factors as well, whether it's race, your ethics and beliefs, getting involved with somebody who might be very different from you or have different experiences than you. That could really be an issue. But another thing is where some of you may know that you're dealing with someone who is dealing with an ex-partner. They may be in conflict with that person and they're not telling you about it. You don't really know about it because they're not expressing it to you, and it's something that you sense and that some of you could be going through the same thing, and that might be very troublesome and worrisome for you. So I feel like this week is a week to settle down in your own emotions. Try to allow your emotions to be what they are, but don't let them get too intense where you're giving up so much of your own power, and being independent and not relying on another person. All right. So I feel like that's going to be important for this week. I do send you a lot of love, lots of light to you, tons of healing vibes. I wish you the best. And you can always go to psychicloveheals.com to schedule something for you. So have a great one.